Okay, so good morning everyone. A warm
Good
welcome to
morning.
you. I'd like to start this knowledge topic, personality development in life. So before we begin, let me give a brief description about our organization. SEMS Welfare Foundation is a registered non-profit organization dedicated to social impact across various sectors. We focus on education, particularly skill development and entrepreneurship. With partnerships in education, government projects, and international conferences, STEM strive to create a more equitable and just society. We are proud of the fact we have made training programs, international conferences, and various grassroots efforts in urban areas and rural slums. Rural areas and urban slums. So now let's get back to our session. Personality development and skills. Personality development and skills are essential for personal growth and professional growth. They help individuals become more confident, effective communicators, and resilient problem solvers. By developing skills like self awareness, emotional intelligence, and time management, individuals can achieve their goals, build strong relationships, and navigate life challenges with ease. These skills are valuable in all aspects of life, academics and career to personal relationships and overall well. We are privileged to have Mr. Lal Mohan Rajak who will be conducting this session. Mr. Lal Mohan Rajak is a soft skills trainer and author come motivational speaker. He has 13 years of teaching experience. He has completed Bachelor's of Education from CSJM University, Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh in 2000 and Masters of Arts. So a very warm welcome to you, sir. You can begin with the session.
Yes, sir, you can start.
Okay. So whatever it is in personality development and life skill that already I have given in the book, it is available for everybody. But I'm going to tell something else, and I'm going to talk about the basic thing what is required apart from the hard skill training. So let us have an example of carbohydrate. I'm going to explain this why soft skill and hard skills are like a balanced food. When we see the malnutritioned people, human being in entire world, then we see that they have some deficiency or imbalance in their diet. If any individual or any country, population of any country is taking only carbohydrate that gives energy to work, but does that supplement the vitamin, protein, fat, and fiber, mineral? Is it possible? No. So carbohydrate gives for physical growth only 15%, and remaining 85% comes from other foods like minerals, proteins, vitamins, fiber, and fat. So likewise, we have the division of soft skills and hard skill. So hard skill is what? Entire nation, all the see, as per the United Nations concept and the UNO meeting in 2015, it was decided that let us work for the developing and underdeveloped nations. Although we are divided, the universe is divided into three types of nations: developed nations, developing nations, and underdeveloped nations. Developed nations are few. What is the secret of success of those five or six or maybe 10 developed nations? What is the loopholes or the reasons of backwardness of developing countries? And then similarly, we can think of underdeveloped nations. So in education system, also we have the same thing, especially in Indian knowledge system. Indian knowledge system is divided into two broad categories. One is based on fictions. I'm not going to use the word. That is, one is fictions, Indian knowledge system based on fictions, and other one is Indian knowledge system based on facts. So hard skills, all the hard skills, whatever the academic qualifications or professional degrees qualifications you have, that is called hard skills. All the technical, that means whatever the skill we develop through education and practices, that is called hard skill. And the remaining everything comes tradition, culture, communication, etiquette, manner, critical thinking, emotional intelligence, problem solving, situation analysis, everything comes in soft skills training. So, what is required and where it is required, and where is the focus? So, hard skill you can compare it with carbohydrate and protein, vitamin, mineral, fat, and fiber can be equated or compared or can be thought like soft skills. When we have personality growth, personal growth, and professional growth, when we have physical growth, we need to have balanced diet for personal career and professional. That is the personal growth, what we behave in the society, how do we live, that is life skill. So when we talk about life skill and personality development, it is a combination of, it is a type of a category of soft skills. So what do I want to say? I want to say that what is the reason the majority of the population of nation like India, which is in the category of developing nation, but are we developing nation? Yes, on paper. But the paper is prepared on the basis of what? The survey is done in the urban areas, in urban areas or big five cities or the capitals. On the basis of that, we have decided that yes, India is going to become a developing nation, or in coming 10 years or 5 years or 20 years, it will become a developed nation. We can dream, but without having formulas, without having efforts, I don't think you are going to have that. If you have an old weapon and you are going to face the country, the enemy you have, that is having the most modern weapon, you are going to die there. So this is what dreaming to become the most developed nation in the world, it has to be. This country has 65% population. It has to think about that. And the dream has to come. And the clever people, they always know that showing the dreams, giving the people dreams, is always beneficial for them. We are not going to talk on that. So what I was talking about, what is the soft skill, then we will go for personality and personality development and life skills. So what are we? Can anybody be in the scene so that I can be motivated? Nobody is visible. Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
So be visible. At least I'll be, I'll see someone, then only I'll be motivated. Then only I can understand that somebody is listening me.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Say 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you just decide somebody should be in the on the screen. Okay. Somebody should be in the screen after some time. So what is the idea? So that you can respond. No, what is the idea? Now I'll ask you one thing. As a youth, anybody can answer. What do you feel? After having PhDs, MBAs, MTechs, then you are going to work for 10,000, 20,000, 25,000, or you are going to have the employment as per your qualification. You tell me. Okay, anybody can tell. What is the choice?
As per the qualification.
Yes. So are we getting as per qualification today?
Now, no.
I'll tell you one example. Why soft skill is required? We have 15 lakhs engineers every year passed out from the universities, colleges in India. Out of that, the world class, that is multinational companies CEOs, explained and they expressed their views, and they said on the basis of research that 25% of the engineers of the globe are employable. That means those who have degree, according to their degree, they can have the salary and job. They are only 25%. This is research based. IITians, they come out from the institution and they are the premier institutions. Once upon a time, former president of America, Barack Obama, told, I'm scared when he came to India. He said, I'm scared of IITians. That means they are the best brain. But again, we have only 60% of the IITians, they get the job they are supposed to get. And 40% they get underemployment, or they get less salary what they are supposed to get. What is the difference? Communication skill, etiquette, attitude. This is what is called ACE of soft skills. Oxford University did one research and they said that whatever the academic or professional degree you possess, that gives you or contributes only 15% of your success in personal and professional life. Remaining 85% success comes from where? It comes from soft skills. That is AC of soft skills, attitude, communication, etiquettes, and these are the three pillars or three, you can say, containers that contain so many soft skills. So which are the required skills in the multinational companies, government, jobs, or anywhere. So we are going to have personality development and life skills. These are two most important skills for developing in personal and professional life. This is what we are going to discuss. So when we say what is the personality development and what is the life skill? So human beings are gifted with three boons: freedom to choose career, free to live, and take decisions on the basis of nature's laws. And again, they are endowed with four physical traits, human traits, which are those: physical strength, that is called physical quotient, mental strength, intelligence quotient, and social intelligence or social quotient, that is communication skill or emotional intelligence. And the fourth one is spiritual quotient. And when we talk about the spiritual quotient, it is all about the capability of the mind to take right decision at right time for right purpose. So this is all these seven makes a comprehensive complete personality. And again, there are seven habits which are going to be soft skills in personal life. Those are responsible for making people successful, highly successful. And then again, we are going to have life skills. So which are those straight habits? So one of the renowned scholar of the globe, Napoleon Hill, said, environment gives you thoughts. Environment creates thoughts. Thought creates perception. Perception creates action. And when the action is repeated, that action or the set of actions takes the form of habit. And when the habit is permanent, that permanent habit becomes character. And when you have the character, that is what you are recognized for, and that is what is your destiny. That is what is success or failure. Destiny can give you if the character is formed on the basis of habit, and if habits are a bunch of failure activities, that becomes your character. You say, okay, he is a failure. That means he is recognized as a failure, and that becomes his or her character. That is to be. So, which are the seven habits? So, I'll tell you from where those habits came. One scholar in the world who is or who was known as father of motivation in the world. The developed nations, which are five, six, are today only because of that person's thought process. We have in China what China you are saying before 94, 90, it was not like that. A child from a village goes to a hotel cycling miles to for what? To learn English. In those days, English was not common in China. So that boy used to go to hotel to learn English from the people who used to come from abroad and they used to reside there. He was a volunteer. He used to serve them, and in lieu of them that whatever he was getting, but his purpose was to learn English. He learned English, and in 90s, approximately in 94, one of the friend of him took him to America. He went there. He was knowing English. He was able to converse. He was able to understand. And then he saw first time internet. And internet and English did magic in America, and the things were changed. We keep talking that we don't want to go there. We don't want that culture. But you ask anyone, a child, a youth, a grown up person, men, women, old, everybody will desire to go there. Otherwise, why the visa system is so strict there? That means there is something extra. Likewise, you have Germany. Likewise, you have France, Italy, Switzerland, Denmark, Finland, and like those. Why people want to go there? Because we have 96, 97% employment there. In India, we have five cities where we have 96% and above employment generation. These are, you can say, equivalent to those countries' cities. But again, is it going to fulfill the dream of 140 crore people? No. You will find that these five cities, metro cities, or you can say class B cities, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Pune, Mumbai, Delhi, they all accommodate majority of the professionals. Approximately 25 lakhs engineers are working in these five cities, five metros. But alone in Bangalore, number of engineers are 10 lakhs and above who are engaged. It is because of one thought. Thought in an environment was created in 90s and 2000 when Infosys was developed here, electronic city was developed here. Before that, it was also like a normal city in India. When IT sector came, which was a replica of Silicon Valley of America. So when you have adopted, borrowed the culture of excellence from America or the other countries, this became what is today. And definitely we can say that India is again divided into three economical demographic areas. One is economically developed, socially developed, educationally developed. This can be equated with the developed nations. And the second is the class B cities or the capitals of states, which are equivalent to developing. But see, out of 29 states and then 8 union territories, if I am correct, you will find 67% population is residing in the village areas. And again, in cities, metro cities, in class B cities, there are slums, Chuki Jhopdis, where people from nearby villages or far places come as workers. Very meager amount they are paid. They cannot afford to send their children to the elite schools, good schools. Soft skills training will not be developed. So what happens? 67% plus another 10 to 13%, 80 to 85% people are residing in India as the people of underdeveloped nations. If that is not, then why the people are made to survive on what we can see now? So, what is the reason? The reason is lack of personality development and the life skill, soft skill, communication, attitude, and etiquettes. So the personality development starts from head to toe. We in defense, what do we check? In personality or anywhere when you go to one of the best school in your city, you just see and look around. What is the trait of the personality? The first thing will be head, trimmed hair, clean face, shining face, or whatever it is, color. I'm not going to talk about that. Again, the trace, the collar has to be clean. The shoes are to be shining. So when you go to any corporate sector or for any interview, you tell me if you are going with these things, is there and you are strong in hard skills, your personality is good, is there anyone who is going to reject you? Definitely, they will select you as per their capacity. But again, they have to see if all the people are very good personality holders, then the second comes that is soft skill. ACE, that is what is life skill. Because life skills what? In personal and professional life, how are you going to communicate with the people? How are you going to behave with the people? How are you going to send the signal? How do you think? If you say I am the best, you are worse. It shows that you are arrogant. That is your attitude. And attitude decides your aptitude, height of your success. If you have positive attitude, I'll tell you what is the positive and negative attitude. You have seen horse riding tanga. You will see that the horse's eyes are covered with flaps. Why? If the horse is able to see the rush or things around him or her, that is if him around, that is rush or the vehicles coming, he or the horse will be distracted, disturbed, or the focus will be changed. So the horse is made to look front. Always the goal, the destination, the way is in front of the horse's eyes. So that means the angle of your eyes. Drishti kon kehte hain. What the mind, eyes of your mind looking, not your visual, whatever you are having the visual, the physical eyes. We are talking about the mind of eyes, that is the vision. So the goal, when you have the goal in front of you and you are moving towards that, so shows that you have positive attitude. If somebody has on the way, you are moving for an examination early in the morning, you are on the way and you are going for writing examination. Somebody has told you something. There are two situations. Either you stop there and start fighting or opposing or answering, or just nod your head, smile, and move forward. If you get engaged, that means you are going to be delayed for writing the examination. And if you are ignoring that, giving smile so that you can move from there peacefully, you are having a positivity. And then what about the communication? Whenever we talk, we keep things in mind, the symbol, sound, and sentence. The symbol is what? Whatever the verbal or non-verbal language you use. If you want to say yes, you just nod your head. No, you nod your head. The body language. These are the symbols. And then words, those are the sounds. So what type of word you are using? Sometimes you use words, those are slang. Same thing you can answer in the soft language, good language. Same answer you can give in a very high pitch or low pitch. So that is what is modulation of sound, that is word. So that word power. So quality word, positive word, good word, that is the soft skill word. One is hard skill, that is different. Hard skill is nothing. It is whatever you have learned as a technical knowledge or the subject knowledge through education or practice or through education and practice. What the academic and professional degree you are having, that is your hard skill. So already I told you that only 15% of your success is going to be because of your hard skill, and remaining 85% of your success depends upon soft skill. And in soft skills, everything will be there, but practically you are going to have, these are the cognitive things which are visible. When you say emotional intelligence, who is going to see? When you say thinking, critical thinking and problem solving, who is going to see? But which are there, those are non-cognitable, not visible to the people. But what is visible? Visible is attitude, your behavior towards the people around you, your behavior with the people of your family members, your behavior with your spouse, your siblings, your teachers, your students, colleagues, where you are working, co-workers, with your subordinates, with your bosses. What the attitude you are going to have? Somebody told you, okay, your boss told you, okay, please do this job. You can have yes or no. You can't say no because you cannot say no. You are hired, you will be fired. So then your attitude will come there. And the person who is sitting on the post in the post of your boss is going to see that attitude. He will make out whether you are positively motivated or you want to ignore that. We do follow the formula one, ABCD and ABCDE. Avoid, bypass, confuse, deviate. And if not, then last, establish. So these are the negatively charged motivations assigned. So attitude is visible. This is cognitive. So you must have the things to have positivity in your mind. Once in my training center, I was told by my instructor that suppose you are working on a particular thing you are trained for, and you are working there, you are following all the SOPs, you are following the manuals, you are following all the technical know-hows, whatever you are taught and trained, and suddenly a very big high post officer, executive boss comes and says you do like this, and you know that that is wrong. But if you say wrong, you are wrong, sir, immediately you are going to be fired or you are going to have the consequences. How will you say? He told that you say that, sir, you may be right, sir, you may be right, but I am not wrong. You conveyed the message. And what did you say? इसको कहते हैं आप ना को सीधे छुओ या सीधे छुओ. So this is what is called soft skill. Attitude. How attitude says how. Attitude shows how. Then communication says what. Our attitude, sorry, attitude says why. Somebody told you can do this job. You will have the question, why should I do this job? So attitude gives the answer of why. The answer could be yes or no. If you say no, it is negative attitude. If you say yes, but in a polished manner, humble manner. There also, if you are saying yes, then if the arrogance is there, that means no is implied there. It is there. It is hidden. But the person who is senior to you will be able to come to know. So you have to have yes with humbleness, positivity, and the boss or the company under whom you are working, they should have, the colleagues should have a vibe, feeling that yes, this person is willing to do this. So willing to do this what? Always do something which is not only 100% extra. Now I'll tell you one thing. When you see the horse racing, or the athletics, what is the difference in Olympics and all this? Fraction of seconds. That means the person who is first has age of seconds. That means maybe in millimeters and milliseconds ahead. This is what. So always think that whatever you are doing, do it 100%, some extra. This is what is going to give you growth and development in the corporate life, MNCs, companies, and in your personal life also. If you are married and you are a gent and your wife told you early in the morning, please bring vegetable, and you are feeling sleepy, you can answer in two ways. And then you can have the consequences. All the people are knowing. And the children who are young, youth, they see their parents there. So the communication skill, this soft skill works in your personal life also. That is the reason it is called life skill. This is the reason. So what I wanted to say, that your personality development is a balanced growth of physical, mental, emotional or social communication skill and spiritual decision making capacities. Why the unemployment problem is a problem? Why unemployment in India or anywhere is a problem? Why? If somebody, you just think of the person, suppose an individual or a boy or a girl or student has studied only up to 8th, it is compulsory up to 14 years. But after that, somebody has left study who is not interested. Okay, he or she wants to go for skill, some job or some technical thing, and he or she has gone. But another person you manage, see that he or she was not interested in the academic, but he was forced to do that. After graduation or post graduation, you will have the roaming master, road roaming masters. And most of the road roaming masters are these people who were not interested in this field, but they were forced because of their family ethos, family traditions, and so many things. We have so many things here. But the person who left after 8 and went for some skill training, you will see after 40s, 30s, he will have very smooth life. So here what comes? I'll tell you what. How are you going to have personality development and life skills growth? How? We are going to have again the formula earlier also I have told you that let us have three formulas: C square, P3 and P5. P5 3 purpose, process and product. Do we have purpose in life? Majority of the people who are underdeveloped, unemployed, underemployed, or backward, they are only because either they had no purpose or their parents could not them some purpose or the community couldn't give some purpose. I'll tell you one example or many, there are many examples in India itself. We have the states, the areas which are equivalent to developed nations. There are some already I told you that there are some areas which are underdeveloping and some are underdeveloped and some are developing. Take example of one. I'll not tell you the state's name. There are two places from where in those areas the people are in all over the world. And you find and give me one example of unemployment. Why? Because they have culture of economical growth after 8th, after 10th, when they know how to count money, how to do addition, that is the Badmas. Or even in Badmas, only adding, addition, calculating, so that whatever the money is earned, that can be counted and can be managed. That much and the language, knowledge of language and the basic skills, personality development and soft skills. Another example I'll give you. We have two hotels. One hotel is very high ranking, other one is low. Sometimes you find that in a very good hotel, very expensive, people are less. And once they go, second time they don't want to. You'll find the companies where people are paid highly, but after 6 months, after 2 months, after 3 months, after 1 year, they leave that. What is lacking there? And the second is a very normal dhaba type. There you find that people are going, and once they go, every time they want to go. That is the rule of soft skills. The cooks, the people who are running, the managers, they are the part of hard skills. Waiters, they are all hard skills, knowledge, and everything they know. But the way they communicate with the people, they behave with the people, they convey the message with the people, when they give respect, when they take care, when they show affection, that shows that you are rich on hard skills and you succeed in life like anything. So that means through soft skills, India could be one of the developed nations, and that is possible when we have in almost all the professional colleges where engineering, medical, and then management, all these are architecture, computer, everything is taught. In every engineering or medical college or management colleges, you will have a course called communication skill. That is in first semester or even some places first year course. That book is available. That book is used as pillow. When they come out of that, now they have hard skill in the form of certificate. They go to the interviewers, they keep trying, they face interviews, and every time they go, they are failed. They say, I'm having degree, I have hard skill, but what have you done? That one book which was going to give you soft skills training, one of the soft skills, you have neglected that. So what I was telling that those who come out of IITs, only 60% of them get the job where for what they are supposed to have as per their degree and the level of institution. Rest 40% are not able to get the job of that standard. Either they are less paid or underemployed, or some of them are not employed also. That can have. So what one thing lacks, that is the first thing is communication. But when you enter into any interview room, your attitude is visible. Your etiquette is visible. Attitude means that is thought process. Why should I do this? I will not do this. Why? Answer of why. And then communication is what to be done. Answer of what. And then comes etiquette. How? When you are walking, how are you walking? When you are sitting, how are you sitting? You are erect, your neck is down, you are bent, your body is moving like anything. These are the etiquettes and manners. When you are standing in front of your boss, what should be your posture? The boss will come to know through your body language. That body language is etiquette's manners, part of etiquette's manners. So these are the things we were talking about. So personality development, that is your look, includes physical shape, walking, dressing. How do you have your haircut? How to wear your sandal, your shoes? How do you maintain your clothing? What the attire you use? Spectacles you are using, you are keeping like this, or you are keeping like this. You can have what is better. Here you have as if you are going to become Bollywood actor, actresses, and then you are going for an interview for the post of HR or for defense or for chief security officer, whatever it is, or for as a doctor. So as per that, you go for the personality. Definitely, if you are going to have, Bollywood actors or actresses role, definitely you will have the big hair and very good things, physical fit, everything. So these are the combination of personality and the life skills. I told you, soft skill, these three things, and everything which is going to have likability. Anybody sees you in the society doesn't dislike you. So that means life skill is what? The skills which make you likable to the people. And what is personality development? That is the look, the appearance of your physique. You are not talking, you are not walking, you are standing. The people from a distance see you and somebody says, yeah, nice, likes you. So personality development is all about likability of your appearance, and soft skill is life skill is likability of your behavior, thought process, communication, and etiquette and manners. So this is what I wanted to say. And with this, I close my speech session, and Q&A session starts, question and answer. If you have any query, doubt, you can ask me, or we can have a closer. And as per the syllabus, every month we are going to have, but it is open. If you want, we can have every week. That depends upon the CEO of this company. Already we had a discussion. If they want to have every week, we can have, but every time it is going to be a virtual class. I told you that the youths of this nation, students, the professionals, the individuals, the parents, the senior citizens, all are to enhance their soft skills. I have written an article, it is available in LinkedIn. After 55 years, what should be your soft skill? Because hard skill is gone. Now you are left with soft skill. So, are you supposed to communicate in such a manner that you are the boss of the house? The moment you stop earning, very next day you have control over your sounds, that is speech, attitude, that is develop your soft skills, more soft and even softest. You will have good life. Thank you so much. Good day. And let us have question answer session. Anybody has any question, you can ask me. You are free to ask. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Feel free to ask question if people are there.
So, guys, any questions?
I think 19 people
Questions?
have joined.
Yes, hi,
So
good
you can
afternoon.
come further. Please,
Yes, Mohit, yes, please.
please.
So I'm closing my video and I'm
Hmm.
sitting at a public place.
Hmm.
For the connection issue, the question is in two pieces.
Okay.
One is related to my experience, recent experience, and second one is
Louder, louder.
that I.
Bring the microphone near to you.
The second one is related to my. First one is my personal experience that recently happened.
Your
Second
sound is
one.
very low. Please speak louder. Come
Yes,
closer.
I'm
Come
audible
closer
now.
to your.
Can you confirm?
Please
Now the thing
repeat the
is, sir,
question.
question is in two parts. One is I've been engaged in tribal community and their sportsmanship,
Hmm.
and they're games related. So the thing that happened with me first was
Hmm.
lack of women coaches. Second thing was female coaches. They
Hmm.
are actually I'm jumping to the conclusion. They need to be taught the active touch and the passive touch towards their students that are tribal
Hmm.
mostly, who
Hmm.
are currently in a good shape because they belong to the rural parts of area, hilly parts of areas.
Hmm.
Now the thing is to make them understand verbally and
Hmm.
through their passive touch, which could have saved a girl from falling from a mattress right
Hmm.
between the games. So
Okay.
can you direct me in any uh, can you suggest me any direction? Where can I find such classes? Where can I ask the coaches to join us with us for something like that?
Okay. Okay. So, ma'am, Raghavan, ma'am, can you explain the question what he asked?
Sir, hello, sir.
What did he ask exactly? Actually, the sound was very low and clarity was less.
So, 1 minute, sir. Same here. I couldn't hear. So, Mohit, please ask the question once again. No, even I
Otherwise, if
couldn't
it is,
hear.
it can be, that is in the written mode. If it is, can be visible, whatever he is speaking, if it can be in written mode.
Yeah, I can
Can
try
you
that
put it
in
in
the
the chat
Google
box,
form.
Mohit?
Yeah, I
ओके,
can try that
बेसिकली
in Google form
आप
also.
ऐसा कीजिए, आप हिंदी बोलते हैं,
जी हाँ
आप हिंदी में बोलिए, जोर से बोलिए.
सर, मैं
हाँ.
ट्राइबल गेम्स में गया था एंड मैंने कोचेस को देखा जहाँ पे
ट्राइबल गेम
कोचेस का
सुनिए, ट्राइबल्स गेम में गए और कोचेस को देखा. हाँ.
यस ये मेरा खुद का नोटिस है और उन कोचेस को जरूरत थी सीखने की
हाँ.
पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट बिकॉज एक इंसिडेंट हुआ था इन
हाँ.
बिटवीन गेम जहाँ
क्या
बच्चा गिर
है
सकता था.
यार? बस ही send.
हाँ.
मैम यू सेइंग समथिंग.
No, no, no. Sorry, sorry.
हाँ, बोलिए बोलिए. हाँ,
सो
बोलिए.
दोस कोचेस उन्होंने एक बच्चे को लड़की शी वाज अ
हाँ.
गर्ल दे weren't
हाँ.
supposed to touch her
हाँ.
in an appropriate way and appropriate way. तो
ओके, समझ गया,
उन
समझ गया.
कोचेस को चाहिए था उस बच्ची को चोट लगने से बच सकती थी.
हाँ.
बच्ची को चोट लगी थैंक गॉड मैं एक नर्स था वहां पे एज अ वॉलंटियर
हाँ.
एंड टाइम से एम्बुलेंस में बिठा के बच्ची को ले गए. Minor, it
ओके.
was scratches because it was hard ground below the mattress.
हाँ.
तो कोचेस का कहना था कि सर बच्चों को नहीं आता, सर बच्चों
हाँ.
को नहीं आता, आप
हाँ.
सिखाते हो तो आपका एक्टिव और पैसिव टच काम करता जिससे बच्चे डरे ना फ्यूचर में आपसे.
करेक्ट.
मोस्टली गर्ल्स
हाँ.
ट्राइबल गर्ल्स. सो
करेक्ट.
आई थिंक आई मेड माई सेल्फ क्लियर. अब
वेरी
एजुकेशन
क्लियर,
वाइज
वेरी क्लियर.
आप कैसे हमें उन वेबिनार्स तक पहुंचाओगे सर जहाँ पे रियल टाइम कोचेस को ऐसी ट्रेनिंग दी जाए आइदर
ओके.
बाय डेमो आइदर बाय वर्चुअल क्लास जो अभी आप हमारी अटेंड कर रहे हो.
ओके. ओके, वेरी नाइस, वेरी नाइस. बहुत अच्छा लगा. एंड आपने इतना बड़ा, इतना बढ़िया क्वेश्चन पूछा है, जो आप समझ सकते हैं कि जो हमारे रूरल और ट्राइबल एरियाज में जो बच्चे हैं, उनके साथ ये होता है, हमेशा होता है. देखिए, ये होगा क्या, ये ट्रेनिंग लेने के लिए ये वर्चुअल क्लासेस काफी है. आपको मैं बता दूं कि वर्चुअल क्लासेस काफी है. आपके पास केवल एक मोबाइल अगर है या फिर स्मार्ट टीवी है, आप कर सकते हैं. आप इन बच्चों को एक जगह बुला सकते हैं. इंडिविजुअली तो आप मोबाइल रखेंगे भी, जूम या फिर इस तरह के बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो कंपनी प्रोवाइड कर सकती है. जैसे आज आज मुझे सॉफ्ट स्किल और पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट ट्रेनिंग के लिए बुलाया गया है ना, लाइफ के लिए. उसी तरह से एक डेमो के लिए भी बुलाया जा सकता है. क्यों मैम? यस मैम.
Yes, sir. I'm there.
हाँ. तो दैट वाज इज लाइक मी. You can call somebody who can give soft touch, that is good touch and bad touch training.
हाँ हाँ हाँ.
Why? Because the children, especially the tribal children, they are born with the traditions. If unknown person touches them, no, then it will create some problem. So then they
Sir,
are
one
to
more
be.
thing to add, sir. The
Hmm.
aid part, medical aid part, sir, they hardly
Ah.
reconsider that because they sit to pray for the
Hmm.
person who is sick in spite
Ah.
of getting them a medical treatment, proper treatment.
Ah.
Seeing an ambulance for those kids at the games was a
Ah.
big thing
Correct, correct.
for
So I
them.
could understand that one is that the coach must be able to protect the child from any incident or accident, isn't it? Am I correct?
Yes, and training for children and training for coaches. So two
Yes,
different
yes.
questions. These
Uh,
are my
so
final ones.
yeah, yeah. So you can start. Where are you from?
I'm from Delhi NCR, Haryana,
Okay,
but brought up in Delhi.
okay, okay. Very nice. But then you belong to some, some area or some village or somewhere you are
No, I
noticing
am
that.
currently traveling due to my personal reasons,
Okay, very good, very good.
and supporting wise, these kids are supported by two different things. One is by state, one is by a foundation.
Okay, okay, okay. So in two ways you can have offline and online. Okay. So you
Okay.
can hire some of the coaches who are volunteer, and the company will, SEM Welfare Foundation will help you in this. I would request that you can take the coaches who can give them demo class there. Okay. Other one is, so many online classes are available already. It is freely available,
Yes,
but
I
you
am
have to
going through
have the.
some, sir.
Huh?
I was given a task by the operations manager. I am going through them, sir. Some
Huh.
of them are very good. Means I would like even my students also to attend some of those webinars or at least listen to them.
Okay, okay. So you can make them, join this meeting. Okay.
This one or the recorded one, I have the links, YouTube links.
Yeah. That through that also you can do it, na. But you can bring them here also.
Okay.
Okay. We can bring
All
them
right.
here because the thought process is to be, modified. There are some, traditions, cultures that if anybody, outside their, society, if they touch, then it will create problems, some sort of that. Thought process is to be modified. Could you understand? Am I clear? Okay, proceed further. The second question. Is
No,
there
sir.
anyone,
I
ma'am?
guess
Ah,
that was it. Thank you so much for this one.
okay, thank you so much. Very nice. Very nice talking to you. Any other question? Okay, ma'am. Then we can proceed.
Yeah,
Thank you so
okay,
much.
thank you, sir.
I extend my heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Lal Mohan for sharing his thoughts and guiding us with such clarity. Thank you so much, sir, for making this session knowledgeable. And thank you to everyone for your active participation. Now I request everyone to turn on your cameras so that we may take a quick